Most people assume cardboard mulching only works until the supply dries up. Then it becomes expensive, inconvenient, or unreliable. That assumption comes from treating cardboard as a modern product instead of what it truly represents. Cardboard is simply processed plant fibre, and gardeners who never run out of it understand this. They do not hunt for boxes randomly. They tap into predictable waste streams that regenerate faster than gardens can consume them. This is not a new idea. For centuries, growers sourced fibrous sheet material from trade routes, storage hubs, and packaging points long before cardboard existed. The modern trick is not scavenging, it is positioning. Well, the unlimited supply comes from understanding where fibre bottlenecks occur. You know, every civilization that moved goods created waste at transfer points. Ancient markets discarded grain sacks, fibre wrappings, and reed mats in massive quantities. Gardeners who had access to these hubs never lacked mulch or sheet barriers. Modern cardboard, it really follows the same pattern. The key is not retail stores, it is logistics. Warehouses, produce distributors, appliance deliveries and bulk supply chains generate flat, clean cardboard every day because, well, it really slows operations if it piles up. Gardeners who establish relationships with these locations don't just ask for scraps. They actually offer removal. This, you see, reverses the power dynamic and guarantees a steady flow. Produce distributors are, by far, the most consistent source because, honestly, timing just favours gardeners. Produce arrives daily, is unpacked immediately, and the boxes must be cleared fast. These boxes are usually unwaxed, free of tape on large surfaces, and, well, they're uniform in size. That makes them ideal for garden use. So, to put this into practice, you'll want to approach local produce wholesalers early in the morning. Just explain that you remove flattened boxes on a regular schedule. Honestly, consistency matters more than volume here. Once the staff realise the boxes disappear reliably, they'll start stacking them intentionally for you. It's a bit like how ancient gardeners gained priority access to market waste simply by being dependable, you know. Appliance and furniture stores, well, they generate the cleanest cardboard with the least competition, really. Large item packaging produces thick, high-quality cardboard that breaks down slowly in soil. These stores often pay for disposal, and, you know, they welcome anyone who reduces volume. The practical step is simple. Speak directly with the receiving manager rather than floor staff. Ask when delivery days occur and arrive shortly after unpacking. Over time, cardboard will be set aside automatically. This is not scavenging. It is waste diversion. The real trick is storage discipline, not constant sourcing. Ancient growers, you know, they stockpiled fibrous material during periods of abundance. They did not collect daily. Modern gardeners, well, they often fail here by sourcing reactively. Once cardboard is acquired, it must be stored dry and flat. A simple pallet stack under cover, honestly, preserves months of supply. cardboard stored properly remains usable indefinitely. This clever approach converts occasional large hauls into year-round availability. Preparation, in the end, determines whether cardboard becomes soil or trash. You know, historical sheet mulching only worked because materials were prepared before use. Cardboard must be stripped of plastic tape, labels and glossy coatings. This is not optional, really. Soak cardboard briefly before application to collapse air pockets. Then lay it directly on soil, overlapping seams generously. Cover immediately with organic matter. Cardboard exposed to sun and air degrades poorly. But cardboard sealed under mulch becomes fungal food. Cardboard works because it mimics ancient weed suppression layers. Long before cardboard, farmers used bark sheets, reed mats and compressed straw panels to suppress weeds and protect moisture. This is why cardboard outperforms plastic barriers. It feeds soil rather than isolating it. Worms, fungi and microbes colonize it quickly, converting a waste product into structure. You know, an unlimited supply only really matters if the application actually follows biological rules. Using too much cardboard without an organic cover, well, it creates a temporary sterility. Ancient systems, they avoided this by always pairing sheet layers with nitrogen sources and moisture. So, here's the thing. Apply cardboard only when the soil is damp. Always cover it with compost, leaves or straw. Never leave the edges exposed. Honestly, these steps determine success far more than the sheer quantity of material. Now, why do most gardeners believe cardboard is scarce when, honestly, it really isn't? Well, scarcity often comes from chasing convenience, doesn't it? You see, retail stores, they compress and recycle cardboard pretty quickly. So gardeners who rely on them are in fact competing with systems designed to remove waste efficiently. But those who step upstream into logistics, well, they encounter abundance. This has always been true, you know. Control of material flow has always mattered more than access to land. Cardboard sourcing is a skill rooted in observation, not luck. Ancient gardeners watched where materials moved and positioned themselves accordingly. Modern gardeners can do the same. Once relationships are established, cardboard becomes a renewable input rather than a limiting factor. The soil benefits are immediate. Weed pressure drops. Moisture retention improves, biological activity increases, all from material others pay to discard. Now, here's a clever sourcing trick, turning waste streams into, well, permanent garden infrastructure. Unlimited cardboard, it's not really about sheer volume, you know, it's about alignment. Just align with where fibre exits the system, and honestly, the supply never stops. If this deep, practical knowledge helps you improve how you approach materials resilience and soil building, do consider subscribing to Hydrohaven for more enduring techniques, all rooted in real historical practice. And please share this guide with anyone who wants systems that scale without depending on stores or products.